Hey everyone, welcome to Wild Breakaway with Ben Clymer. I'm Audra Martin. The dreaded 2-goal lead reared its ugly head tonight in Dallas for the Minnesota Wild. And once again, unfortunately, they watched that 2-goal lead slip away. But thank you to Chris Stewart, who's now batting 1,000 in the shootout. The Minnesota Wild were able to walk away with a very big 2 points tonight and now sit alone atop the Central Division standings.
Yeah, Kevin Gorg talks about the 2-goal lead being the worst lead in hockey, and I totally disagree, but he's looking very smart right now. But a little bit of an anomaly based on how well they played, and Bruce Boudreau certainly echoed some of those sentiments in his post-game press conference. But a few mistakes in this league is a huge difference between winning and losing, and some costly mistakes was the difference in allowing the Dallas Stars back in this game. But as you said, the Minnesota Wild, and not only Chris Stewart, but Devan Dubnyk were outstanding in the shootout.
Absolutely. Devan Dubnyk turning away 35 shots on net from the Dallas Stars. Here's a look at the rest of your stats tonight. 33 shots on goal for the Wild, 1 for 4 on the power play. The Stars able to capitalize on their 2-man advantage late in the second period. And not the best night we've seen in the faceoff circle from the Minnesota Wild, but it doesn't matter when it still equals a big win thanks to Chris Stewart. Here's what the head coach had to say about his decision to go with number 7 in the shootout.
He knew he was going. I asked him how he was feeling and before the thing, but I didn't want him to have to go where he had to tie it up. I wanted him to have to go and win it, and it was saving. I knew it was saving Mikko because he's got the experience and he wouldn't, crack under the pressure type thing.
So here's a look at what's next for the Wild. The St. Louis Blues come to town Thursday night. Then it's All-Star Game weekend. So the Wild will return to action after the break on January 31st against the Edmonton Oilers, and then turn around the next night to take on the Calgary Flames. But first things first piece of business is the St. Louis Blues, a team that has had plenty of issues lately between the pipes. It's a team that really for most of the season was sitting towards the top of the Central Division standings, but they're watching things deteriorate. And here's a perfect opportunity for the Wild to take advantage and start to gain some ground.
Yeah, no question that this is a team that's leaking oil, and Ken Hitchcock has said this will be his final year. Mike Yeo taking over. Well, Ken Hitchcock is known as one of the most negative coaches in all of the NHL. Early goal, watch him go in the locker room. No, he's just going to give it to his team. I would be smiling if I was one of the Minnesota Wild players. That would provide me a little bit of an incentive to know the carnage that was about to ensue in that locker room. It seems like a pretty easy one to set up in playing a very solid first period and having that really, pay off for you. And really, they're going to assist the Minnesota Wild if they get up in an early one, because this is a team that is at the brink, if not past the brink, of having a good opportunity.
Well, the Blues did just pick up a huge 3-0 win over the Pittsburgh Penguins tonight, so they are going to be coming in with some confidence. Hopefully the Wild can take care of it, though, and grab another big 2 points Thursday night. We hope you enjoy that game Thursday night. We won't see you again until after the All-Star breaks. Everyone enjoy the big weekend in LA as well. We look forward to seeing you next week. In the meantime, for Ben Clymer, I'm Audra Martin. Thanks for joining us on tonight's Wild Breakaway.